All right, here we go. So, continuing 2.3, we're going to talk about mode. It's the data entry that occurs the most often in a data set. Your book is counting this as a good measure of center, and I actually I disagree with that, because you can imagine that you can have a really big data set, right? It has a lot of different data points in it, but say you had 4 that were all the same, right? But they were really extreme. They were very different from your mean. They're probably not going to affect your mean a lot. While it can be useful, I don't think it's a good measure of central. But you'll probably be asked questions about it, and you don't even know what it is, so we're going to teach it to you. Okay, here we go. What is the mode of this data set? Yeah, 397. That was it. Easy peasy. Yes, it was. Here we go. And there we go. Right on. Here, the mode of this particular data set is clearly 670. I don't think we need to spend a huge amount of time. I don't want to do that. It can be bimodal, yes, it can. So if you have two entries that occur the same amount of times, right? So if you had another entry that occurred 3 times in here, then it would be bimodal. The mode of this one, where we can have a mode of some qualitative data or some it's the one that occurs the most. So 56 people, the most people that answered Republican. That's going to be our mode for that one. And then as we go through here, and that's just the answer to that one. All right, so we're going to find the mode of this one. 1,000 U.S. adults were asked if they thought public cellular phone conversations were rude. Of those surveyed, 510 responded yes, 330 responded no, and 120 responded not sure why. What was the mode? The mode was
370.
the one that happened the most. 510 quote unquote yes responses. All right, so if we're going to compare mean, median, and mode, we need to know that all 3 measures describe a typical entry of a data set, right? An average, right? Or what do you think the most common one is, right? What's the most common entry? These typically describe that. Mode, not necessarily all the time. Mean is reliable because it takes into account every entry of a data set. Unfortunately, the mean is really affected by really extreme values, right? So if we measured the height of everyone in this room, and there happened to be someone in the room that was 6'10". Yeah, that is an outlier, right? It's someone that's it's a very extreme value, and what's going to happen is that really extreme value is going to push the mean towards that extreme value, right? So we're not going to get a really accurate description of the average height of a person in this room, because that really tall person is making the average height higher, right? When indeed, right, it might make the average height something like 6 feet, right? But the average height of a person in this room may not be 6 feet. It's probably Okay, let's find the mean, median, and mode of these classes shown, and we'll talk about which measure of central tendency best describes the typical entry of this data set. All right, so we're going to use our calculators to find our mean and median. We could possibly find mode, but the calculator doesn't care much about that. So here we go. From your home screen, on your calculator, you're going to hit 1. New. We have a menu to select from all these things in this class. We will only be using either the calculator, the listen spreadsheet, or data and statistics page. These are the only things we'll use. We'll use 1, 4, and 5. In this case, we're going to use 4. So you can either scroll down or you can hit the number 4. Well, that's not. So I'm going to hit 4. I'm going to add listen spreadsheet. The first thing you always have to do when you're doing this is name it, okay? So I forget what this data was. It is, these are ages in a class. All right, fantastic. So we will name this age. And then you can go down and we can start entering the data in here. And it doesn't have to be in order. It happens to be in order in this case, which is kind of nice. Looks like this is a college course. Right? So you'll just put that in. So for instance, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 20s. So I will hit 20, enter, 20, enter, 20, enter, and so on, until we have entered all of these data points. So go ahead and take a moment, enter those in there. All right, so there you go. So yours should look like that, right? And they should all be in the same column. Sorry, I did not specify that. All in the same column underneath age. Okay. Now we can find the mean and median just using our calculator. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to insert a page. So we're going to hit dot. Okay, so here's your dot button right there. And you'll choose insert, or you'll go down to number 4. Or you can hit 4 as well. And we're now going to choose a calculator. And we'll hit enter, okay? Is everybody there? Yeah. Right? We have a calculator page. Right? We will have this thing calculate all kinds of cool stuff that we need. Right now we're just looking at mean and median. But it'll do that for us. The way that we get a lot of our statistics that we're going to use all year is by hitting menu. And then we're going to go to number 6, statistics. And we want stat calculations, number 1. So menu, 6, 1. And we want one variable statistic. So hit that. Number of lists is going to be 1 pretty much always. So just hit OK. Now it asks you what your X list is. If you hit the button here, it gives you age. It's saying, hey, what list do you want me to make these calculations from, right? And you're going to say, yeah, age for sure. And that's the only thing you need to change on this page. You'll go down and hit OK. And we get a bunch of data. All right, the things that we're really concerned with are, at this point, and we'll use a lot of these values, sorry, a lot of these calculations that we have here. The things that we're the most interested in, though, are X bar, Boom, right? That is our mean. It got calculated for us, all right? The other one we need is median, right? And there's our median. It makes sense that there's a decimal, right? We had an odd number of data entries. We had 20, right? So it means that we have to take the two middle ones and divide by 2. So it makes sense that we would have a median of 21.5. Finding the mode wouldn't be hard. You don't really need a calculator for that. So we're not super interested in that. I want to show you one more thing. Let's look at the distribution of this. So let's hit doc, insert, and now we're going to put in 7. We're going to do data and statistics. Okay, so hit enter. And you've got a bunch of data points. These are all the data points. They're just kind of in random places because the computer doesn't know what we want to do with it. So what we're going to do is take your little mouse, your little touch screen, and get down here, click it, and then select age. And something very cool happens. Oh, it crashed it for you. They're pretty darn neat. Hey, would you like a histogram? Okay, let's hit menu. Choose number 1 for plot type. And let's make it a histogram. That is tough. I wonder why it's giving you different. All right, hey, look at how extreme this value of 65 is, right? Look at that. That is a very extreme value. Do you think maybe that's affecting the mean? Probably. So in this case, your median is probably going to be a better measure of central tendency because of this extreme value. Okay? Now let's compare that. I mean, look at the difference between our mean and our median. So if you want to go back to your calculator page, you can either scroll and go to that one, right? Or you can hit Control right, and that gets you between those tabs. Control right or left gets you to go through the tabs. Look at our median is 21.5, but our mean was 23.75. It looked like there were a whole lot of 20-year-olds, right? If we look at the data set, I think that 21.5. Look at how many of these were at 21.5. Right? Are 21.5 or below, and then the ones that are above it aren't very far off, right? How many points are at 23.5, which is our mean? Not too many, right? 23.5 is fairly high. So it makes sense then that median is a better measure of a typical value in this data set. All right.